All right.
Okay. So I still don't know what that note means, so I'm sorry. So why... We need to explain to you that Roy is not cool and you don't want to drink with him. Trust us. No. He's around 40 years old. He's a wet blanket.
Wet blanket sober. Pain in the ass drunk.
Yeah.
Like, it's a no-win situation.
He wasn't fun drunk. He wasn't Mommy Peters fun drunk. Like, he was annoying. Like, vomiting, falling down. Someone had to go out of their way and get no sleep because he was such a pain in the butt. You don't trust us. You don't want to drink with him.
Sure.
He's not cool. Okay. So Bennigan's.
Bennigan's was very comforting. We very much enjoyed it, and it was the single nicest Bennigan's I've ever been in. You walk in, as soon as you walk in, there's like a wine rack. It was all like classy done, like really nice veneer. Like the bartender was like cleaning every glass and like inspecting it in the lights to make sure it was pristine. It was gorgeous. They don't have any, like, Bennigan's at home. They've got all that tacky garbage on the wall. They only have it on like one wall, and it's nicely done. And it's just to like convey what you can buy there. It was real nice.
And plus, I was explained this by someone, and it makes a lot of sense. When we're at home and we want like a real fancy meal, we'll go out for like sushi or like, I know Chinese isn't expensive, but like, let's go get Chinese.
You can go to a nice Chinese place at home,
But like here, they have Korean food and Chinese food and Japanese food all the time. So they're like, if you want to go out and get something fancy, you go to an American restaurant because it's really expensive and it's different.
We're going to Outback, guys.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If there was an Applebee's, they'd be like, we're going to Applebee's tonight.
Ridiculous.
And it would be like a big deal.
It's like exactly what we're trying to avoid is like, cream of the crop here, apparently.
Yeah, like if a Korean person wanted to take us out for like a fancy dinner, they'd be like, do you want to go to Outback? We'll pay.
And like, sure, whatever, but like, I don't really want to. Like, you could take me to a $3 bibimbap place and I'd be happier.
Okay. So Beowulf.
Yeah, go see Beowulf. It's fun. I mean, like, it's cool. The whole movie's CGI, so there's actors, and you'll be able to recognize the actors, but it's CGI'd over them, so it's seamless when, like, a guy is acting and then, like, gets on top of a dragon and rides it. Because it's all CGI, nothing looks out of place.
Yeah, you don't notice it.
So that's cool. But the writing's really not the best. Like, it's like a typical stupid action movie. The effects are great, but that's about it.
The best part for us is because we saw it in 3D IMAX.
Ridiculous. Like, the screen was 3 times... Like, it wasn't an IMAX, like, IMAX is at home,
where
it's like a dome.
Everywhere.
It wasn't like that. An IMAX here is just basically a movie screen that's 3 times the size of a normal movie screen.
I mean, it's huge.
Which is pretty cool. It's freaking huge. And it's not like, Beowulf wasn't made to be a 3D movie. Like, there's not like guys with like spears that come at you. But like occasionally rocks will fly up and like you have to like kind of try and see around buildings, which is pretty neat.
I mean, it was worth it. It was really cool to see the 3D movie. And we went with Jess and Tom, and Jess had never seen a 3D movie.
So I mean, like, they had a ball. Like, I had a good time. It was great. And like, since you had the 3D glasses on, all the Korean subtitles were like really small. You couldn't even really see them, so it didn't affect the movie.
I felt really bad for the Korean people because I could see the subtitles and they were really hard to read. So I felt bad for people trying to read them through the 3D.
Plus, like, the movie really is eye candy. So like, having to like stop what you're watching to like read. Like, I don't mind watching a subtitled movie, but like a subtitled movie, a subtitled 3D IMAX movie, like, I felt bad for the Koreans.
Yeah, it looked annoying.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so your class, the sub. It's not your fault that your kids were bad. It's the sub's fault. She should have had control of them.
And I mean, kids at that age are used to repetition. They're used to having like a pattern. When you switch it up, it doesn't matter. You can be the best teacher in the world. If you take you out of the equation, everything's out the window.
Yeah, they're 5. Like, yes, I understand why you're embarrassed because it does reflect on you, but I really blame her because she...
It's your job. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah. Okay. And it's so cute that they were chanting for you. And also, I'm always asking kids, like, why didn't you do your homework? And the answer is because, they don't say this, but the answer is because they go to school all day, and then they probably go to 1 or 2 other academies besides ours. And so they don't have frickin' time to do all that homework.
Yeah, like, the kids really don't have childhoods here. It's kind of sad.
It's real sad. They're under a lot of stress.
Like, that's why, like, I'm torn between wanting them to do the work, and then I'm kind of like, I want to be like the fun teacher, because I know every other teacher is like, no, do this, and like, I don't really want to be, I wasn't like that in America, I don't want to be like that here.
But, like, they have to take exams to get into the good middle schools. So there's a lot of pressure on the elementary school, like 6th grade. They have big entrance exams to get into these middle schools, and then they have that again for high school, and then it's huge competition to get into college.
Like it's just like really, it's just like nothing but stress for these kids.
The kids are so stressed out, and there's a huge like teen suicide rate here because of it. Although
like, I don't know the exact. I don't know the exact numbers.
I just hear this.
I don't know whether like it's documented or they're hiding it, but like we've heard from like a few Koreans that like it's real tough here.
Okay. I really like your Christmas tree idea with the kids and trying to get them to behave. I'll just say this real quick. We can't really do that because we're changing classrooms, not the kids. And I'd have to redraw it every day and then keep track of what class had how many balls, and it's just too crazy. So instead, they get 3 spots, and if they get filled up with X's, they get more homework. Okay.